So we all know the principle that when you mix oil and water, given enough time, the oil will slowly rise to the top, and you can demonstrate this using playing cards. Now the black ones represent the oil and the red cards represent the water. Now here's what we're going to do. We're going to take the red cards and we're going to mix them with the black ones. So we just go black, red, black, red, black, red, alternating them all the way to the end. Now give the oil just enough time and you'll see that they slowly rise to the top, separating themselves completely from the water. Now we're going to do that again. So if you watch carefully, we'll slow it down. We've got the black cards right here, and then we've got the red ones. Now here's what we'll do. We'll leave the red ones on the table and we'll alternate them one at a time, and I'll show you that they really are alternated. Give that oil just enough time again. That should be enough, and you'll see that once again they separate themselves completely from the water. Now we're going to do it one last time. If you watch carefully, you can see we've got the red and we've got the black ones right there, and we'll leave them on the table as freely as you like without any funny moves. You'll see that we give it just a little bit of time and the oil will slowly rise to the top, just like so. It's a pretty easy trick to do, and I'm going to show you how it's done right now. Yo, what's cracking everybody, and welcome back. Today I'm going to teach you this really fun and super practical oil and water routine that I really think you're going to love. There are no crazy moves, there's nothing difficult about it to learn, but I know you're going to love it, and you're probably going to do it all the time because it's super visual. So if you're ready, drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, and let's just get right into it, shall we? Alright, so here is the secret to this oil and water routine. Now it's a very simple version to do. It doesn't require any crazy moves whatsoever. So what you want to do is just grab 4 black cards and 4 red cards, and you can make up your own pattern, pretty much say whatever you want, or you can copy what I say. It's up to you. So what you want to do first is you want to start off with your black cards on top, and you want to count. You want to say, look, we're going to use these cards to demonstrate how oil rises to the top. So you take 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you want to give them a little wiggle like this, because you want this card here to go over to the side just a little bit, so to your right, and then you want to place those two there so that you've got them in this position here. So you want this one sticking out, because what you're going to do is when you show the red ones, you're going to displace cards, which basically means you're going to put two red cards there and the last 2 on the bottom, leaving you in this position here. So 2 reds, 2 blacks, 2 reds, 2 blacks. Okay, so I'll do that again like that. So you want to say, look, you got 1, 2, 3, 4 black cards, give them a little wiggle, push that one over, and that allows you to push 2 cards in between there and 2 on the bottom. Now before you do that, something that's really important is you want to display the red cards before you actually push them in, and you want to do it not quick, but you want to do it quite smooth like this. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you say, and you got your red cards, and then the 2 top red ones are going to go in the middle, and the 2 bottom reds go on the bottom there. So I'll do that one more time for you. So you should be in that position where you have 2 reds, 2 blacks, 2 reds, 2 blacks. So I'll show you again, and I'll speed it up just a little bit. And honestly, this is really easy. It's pretty much sleight of hand free. Okay, so watch. You got 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I suppose this is kind of sleight of hand. And then you put that card on top, leaving this one sticking out. And then you say, look, you got your red cards as well. And so you just push them all in like that. So you got 2 reds, 2 blacks, 2 reds, 2 blacks. So from this point here, you just turn them over, and then you say, look, I'm going to mix the red cards, and then you go 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to mix the red ones with the black ones. And then you start with the black first. So you go black, red, black, red, black, red, black, red. And then what that does, basically, it puts them back into the same order from the beginning, where you have the blacks come to the top, and then you got the red ones separating themselves as well. So the next step, almost exactly the same. So you're going to do the first 1, 2, 3, 4, give it a little wiggle and put them on top like so. But instead of displacing 2 into the middle and then 2 on the bottom, they're all going to go in the middle. Okay, so you go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then all of these go into the middle there. Okay, and I'll do a view from the back so that you can see how this works as well. And then from here you turn them over, and then you just take the top 4 cards, saying we'll put the red ones on the table, and then you're just going to alternate them. So the first 2 you don't show, but the next 2 you can. So there's a black card, and they think this is red, and here's another black card, and all that does is bring them all back to the top like so. So that's the second phase. The third phase, you want to have the red cards on top. Actually, it doesn't really matter, but this is how I've learned it anyway. And then what you want to do here is you want to show the red ones, show the black, but you're going to get a break under these 2 here. So on top of these 2, under these ones. Okay, so you show the reds and the blacks, catch a pinky break there. So you got a little pinky break right there. And then what you're going to do is you're going to immediately turn over the black ones, but there's only 2. Immediately turn those over, place those on top, and then you're just going to place these on the table again. And then you're just going to alternate them. And the same as before, you can show the third one, and you can show the very last one. And that will bring them all back into order, allowing you to separate the blacks completely from the reds. Now, I'm going to give you a view from how I see it now. Alright, so this is from a different view. So we'll do the first step first. So what you want to do is you want to count 1, 2, 3, 4. Give those cards a little wiggle. Push this one over and place them on top. And all that's allowing you to do is giving you a bit of leverage to put cards under here. And so when you display the 4 red cards, you're going to put 2 behind that jack. So you got 2 behind there, and then the last 2 red cards go at the back. So it looks like this. Here we go. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4. Place those on top. That 7's going to give you leverage, and then you say you got the red cards. Now you split them, so 2 go in the middle, 2 on the bottom, and that puts you in that position right there. So from here, you turn them over, and you say you're going to take the red cards and go 1, 2, 3, 4, and mix them with the black ones. And then you start with the black, you go black, red, black, red, black, red, black, red, and all that's really done is brought the blacks to the top, separating from the reds. Now the next phase is almost exactly the same as explained. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, push that 10 over. The 8's going to be the leverage card, but instead of putting 2 in the middle, you're actually going to put all 4 of them in the middle. So you display your 4 red ones, square them all up together, and now you've got 2 blacks, 4 reds, 2 blacks. And then all you do is you flip them over and you say you got 1, 2, 3, 4, and you show, look, you got the red cards and the black ones. You're doing this here because you're giving them a visual display so that they think these are all red, but we know they're not. Okay, so you do that, and then you just put those onto the table, and then you just interlace them like this. And then the 3rd and the 4th card you can actually show that is black, and that's a black one there. Do your little patter, say whatever you want to say, and then they obviously come back to the top like so. And the very last phase is a really fun one because you can do it face up. So you show, put the reds on the top, which you don't have to, but it's just something I do. And so you go, look, you got the red cards, and then you got the black ones. You catch a pinky break here, so you got 2 there. Pinky break underneath all of those. And then you immediately say, look, we'll turn over the black ones. Sorry, try not to do that. We'll try it again. Look, we show the reds and then the blacks. You get a pinky break right there. That's an exaggerated pinky break, but you get the picture. And then you take all of these, you pick these all up and immediately turn those over and then put those on top. And then you put those onto the table again, and then you do the same. You interlace them. Oh, there we go. And then you can show the 3rd and the fourth, which is kind of similar to the second step, but it's a little bit different, as you can see. And then you square them up once again, and then you can show you got 1, 2, 3, 4 black cards separating themselves from the red. And that's a pretty cool one. I like that. Alright guys, so there you have it. That is probably my favorite oil and water routine. I don't do them a lot, but if I do, this is always my go-to. This is the one I always do. It's easy, it's visual, and the moves aren't that complicated. And so if you enjoyed it, leave a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, and as always, I will see you guys again next week, and I really appreciate you guys' support. I'll see you guys next time. Ciao.